Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hi there. Good morning to you on this Thursday. Hope you're having a great week. And we're going to tell you about some news from around the Ozarks.
Craig Wood, the Springfield man on death row for kidnapping and killing 10-year-old Haley Owens in 2014, is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to review his case. Wood's attorney requested more time to file an appeal after the Missouri Supreme Court upheld his death sentence earlier this year. Justice Brett Kavanaugh approved an extension through June 24th. Wood kidnapped Haley from a Springfield neighborhood as she was going home from school, and he took her to his house, abused and murdered her. Wood's appeal claims prosecutorial misconduct and ineffective legal counsel. Now, those are two arguments that Missouri's High Court have already rejected. So, process. A Wheatland man is wanted after investigators say that he refused to bring some injured passengers back to shore after a boat crash at Pomme de Terre Lake. Hickory County authorities say 39-year-old Michael Stock is facing multiple charges, including kidnapping, assault, and leaving the scene of an accident. Deputies say passengers called 911 after that boat crash on Sunday night, reporting that Stock kept driving despite some serious injuries on board. Investigators say passengers were told to turn off their cell phones and claim that he refused to stop because he was afraid of going to jail. Authorities say that he fled before the boat got back to the ramp there in Wheatland, where passengers were indeed found injured.
A proposal to bring a state-regulated casino to the Lake of the Ozarks will not appear on Missouri's November ballot. Organizers did not collect enough signatures to get it there. The group behind the effort, Lake of the Ozarks Community Gaming, says it has paused its petition drive after falling short of the nearly 200,000 signatures needed by the May deadline. That proposal would have required change to the Missouri Constitution to allow a privately operated casino at the lake. Supporters say they still plan to pursue the project in the future, despite a similar measure being rejected by Missouri voters in 2024. The group also faces the possibility of tougher initiative petition rules if Missouri voters approve a separate constitutional change this November. So we will watch that. Springfield City Council is moving forward with discussions on how to improve public transit after a tense debate between a council member and Mayor Jeff Schrag. Council unanimously agreed to send the issue to Finance and Administration Committee to review possible funding options for extended bus service. The Connect SGF Transit Study recommends longer service hours for buses, faster routes, and new east-west connections. Councilman Brandon Jensen argued transit planning should also include development and land use strategies, while Mayor Schrag said the cost of improvements must come first. So they had a face-to-face about that. City Utilities and the city will split the cost of a 12-week consultant study to help develop next steps when it comes to expanding bus service in Springfield.
A proposed data center in Marshfield is now on hold. Swarm Systems Incorporated says it is taking a bit of a break while reviewing community concerns and new city zoning rules. The company had been exploring a possible small-scale data center in Marshfield's industrial park, but officials say no formal plans were ever filed. The city recently approved a new requirement that data centers must go through a conditional use permit process with public hearings. Company officials say if the project moves forward, they plan to hold community meetings before any applications are submitted. A new tiny home community in Branson is preparing to welcome its first guest. Elevate Branson will hold a ribbon cutting this morning for the first 8 homes in its Elevate Community Development, which is north of Gretna Road. The homes are designed for people who are living on fixed or low incomes, and they will rent for just under $500 per month, including utilities. Nonprofit leaders say the project will also provide access to job training, health services, and transportation support. The first phase will eventually include 48 homes with room for as many as 70 on that property.
All right. Congratulations on the ribbon cutting this morning.
It's big, yes.
Camp Barnabas has received a major challenge grant to help expand its accessible features for campers with disabilities and chronic illnesses. Camp Barnabas is a great place. The Maybe Foundation will provide $600,000 if Camp Barnabas, the nonprofit, can raise $1 million by April of next year. So if they raise that, they also get $600,000. Organizers say about $370,000 has already been raised by Camp Barnabas toward that goal. The money will help build 5 new accessible cabins featuring larger floor plans, wheelchair-friendly doorways, and more space between beds. The camp hopes to begin construction on the remaining cabins this fall if fundraising targets are met.
It's a big goal and
yeah,
big prize if so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the people of the Ozarks get behind Camp Barnabas, though, because they do such a great job.
Yeah. Okay, now to this. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has returned to practice after his knee surgery 5 months ago. The Chiefs released some video of him taking part in voluntary off-season workouts this week while wearing a brace on his left knee. Mahomes injured his knee last December in the loss to the Chargers, then had surgery the next day. Head coach Andy Reid says Mahomes is able to participate in most team activities as the recovery continues. The Chiefs open up the regular season September 14th against Denver on Monday Night Football.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm feeling a little better about the whole situation. If he's already able to do, now I haven't seen video of what he's doing, but if he's taking part in these workouts this early on, this quickly after the surgery,
he's gonna be just fine.
I think it bodes well. The Springfield Cardinals are hosting Teacher T-shirt night tomorrow night at what is it now? Route 66 Stadium.
I know.
The former Hammons Field. It's tough to.
He wrote Hammons Field, to be honest with you.
I did because it's habit. The Cardinals take on Wichita Wind Surge with first pitch set for 7:05 tomorrow night. Fans who purchase a special themed ticket will receive an exclusive Teacher Night shirt. The gates open just after 6 o'clock for the Friday night game at Route 66 Stadium in downtown Springfield. So
that's funny. This is the guy who called Mercy Hospital St. John's for a good decade after the fact.
I still call it that when I don't think about it. Growing up, it was in St. Louis. It was always St. John's.
But you're not in Kansas anymore.
Same system.
Yeah.
Still in Missouri.
All right. That's all we know. That's all we got. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, we will see you right back here tomorrow on Friday on a short work week. So enjoy your Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Gruba Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here is your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday in the Ozarks. We've got temperatures that are fairly mild this morning, but we've also got rain on the radar, and it's going to be kind of a soggy day in the Ozarks with rain taking the headlines on and off in nature through the course of the afternoon, but there could be some heavy downpours and rain could add up in many places, including our southwestern counties. That's where I'm expecting the most rain to fall. More on that in just a minute. Right now, we're going to focus on the fact that today's not the only day with additional rain chances in the forecast. I've got more to come tomorrow, another chance of rain in the forecast on Saturday. So we are talking about pretty active weather here as we head into the second half of the work week and set the stage for the weekend. We're continuing to watch this area of low pressure, creating some unsettled weather and really wet conditions for the southern half of the country. We also have some activity up in the Pacific Northwest, and we are going to be talking about kind of round after round of rain and storm chance here in the Ozarks. Nothing that looks too strong in terms of severe weather, but what I am monitoring for is the localized potential for flooding in the Ozarks, with a few places that get a bit of too much rain too quickly here in the next couple of days. Widespread rain showers are in our forecast on this Thursday. That's what's going to move through southern Missouri and southeast Kansas. I do expect that the rain will be rather persistent today, and repeated rainfall may result in localized flooding. Amounts that we're talking about here, anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to 1 inch of rain in the rain gauge. And there could be localized pockets that see closer to 2 inches, maybe even 3 inches of rainfall. That concern is really going to exist for the Springfield metro area, back points to the south and west. So we're talking Monette all the way into McDonald County, including Branson, and down into Harrison in north central Arkansas. A widespread area talking about some of these widespread persistent rain chances that could contain a lot of water. So just make sure you're paying attention over the next couple of days, and know that if you see water over a road, to find another way around. We have scattered storm chances in the forecast then through Saturday of this weekend. And by the time we get to late in the weekend, Sunday through the early part of next week, we're starting to see the pattern dry out a bit. By that point, it will be very welcome to get some dry weather, because we're still holding on to at least some rain chance on Sunday. I have a really good shot for rain. It looks like a soggy day in the Ozarks today. Make sure you grab the umbrella, have the rain gear handy today. Looking at a high temperature in the middle 70s. We're going to fall back into the mid 60s tonight with showers likely. And then tomorrow looks like another good chance for rain in the forecast on Friday, with high temperatures still in the 70s. We'll be in the 80s with some dry time on Sunday. And I still think high temps make it to the low 80s on Sunday as well. Around the country, there are rounds of heavy rain and severe thunderstorms making headlines through late week for much of the southern U.S. All that's happening while unsettled weather is also happening over California and much of the Great Basin. And summer-like heat is taking headlines in the northern plains and the upper Midwest. So a very dynamic forecast across the country, with changing weather patterns here in the coming days. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. On May 20th, 1932, which legendary aviator took off from Canada to become the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Do you think that was A, Bessie Coleman, B, Amelia Earhart, C, Harriet Quimby, or D, Beryl Markham? And the answer here is B, Amelia Earhart. Many of you probably remembering that one from history class. So congrats if you did. Here's your next chance to win. What is the unique meteorological term for the shimmering, distorted air often seen hovering over hot asphalt or car hoods on a blazing summer day? Do you think it is A, heat blooming, B, a mirage, C, heat fata, or D, shimmer effect? What is that unique meteorological term for the shimmering, distorted air often seen hovering over hot asphalt or car hoods on a blazing hot summer day? Let me know your guess. You can do that at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening to us this morning. I'll be right back here to chat with you first thing tomorrow. And thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. I'll catch you right back here tomorrow morning.